Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to another episode of Life of Brian. I'm going to take out the 1M today and go run some errands and do kind of a quick review. Pros and cons, whether this might be the best fit for you or in your garage, but let me know what you guys think and let's head out. All right, heading to a doctor's appointment in the 1M. I just want to give you guys kind of a short, quick review of the car. As I'm sure you guys know, any of you guys who follow Doug DeMuro or his channel, he absolutely loves this car. I think he called it the greatest M car of all time. I've only driven a few M's, but I have no reason to disagree with that. I had a E92 M3, the 4-door, not the 2-door, and I didn't really like it. The shifter felt super notchy. The build quality was a little bit suspect. I had a complete engine failure about a month after I got the car, which you get a lemon every so often, but compared to the 1M, I mean, it's night and day. Everything they tell you or you've heard or read about how the shifter feels in the 1M is 100% accurate. It's buttery smooth. You can literally shift with two.
In half a mile, turn left to merge onto West Park Tollway East.
Yes, going nuts there. It's probably the best feeling shifter. And again, compared to other cars that I have, the S2K, the 2003 NSX, the Ford GT has a great shifter, the Audi R8 has an awesome, the gated shifter is great, but yeah, this 1M is just buttery smooth. The clutch is just so easy to work. That's probably one of the best things about this car easily, is just the shift, the clutch feel. Aesthetically, it's not going to, unless you know what this car is, you're not going to be wowed, or you're not going to turn heads with this car. It's really kind of more for people who just know sort of deal. I think there were less than 6,000 of these made for North America. I think I forgot what the Valencia Orange, I think, was the release or the press release car. That's what my car is. That's I guess the most desirable color. You didn't really get to choose a lot of the specs beyond that. The car only came in, I believe, 3 colors: Valencia Orange, white, and black. It was only made for 1 year. And again, these are...
Go past this light, then at the next one, use the left lane to merge onto West Park Tollway East.
Car. You do not see them around at all. So from a number standpoint, it's definitely a unicorn for sure.
At the light, use the left lane to turn left.
I haven't had many issues. Well, the transmission had to be replaced last year. When I got the car, it was like less than, that's maybe 35,000 miles I got on the car. Well, now I have 46,000, but when I got the car, I was maybe around 38,000 miles. So I was a little surprised the transmission went out that early. For some inexplicable reason, the car just went shifted to reverse one day. But other than transmission going out,
in about 2 miles, take the exit to merge onto US 59 North toward downtown.
It's a great car to have because it's pretty practical. You have a really good sized back seat, nice sized trunk. You can haul, obviously haul kids, take 3 other people, pick up groceries, run errands. It's not like, the S2K or the NSX or, the Jaguar SVR that I have, where again, the practicality is limited because of the interior space. The drivability is awesome. Again, the shifter is amazing, buttery smooth, the clutch feels great. And it has a nice little pep to it. I think don't quote me on this because again, this is not what this channel is for, but I think there's 355 horsepower
the right lane to take the exit to merge onto US 59 North toward downtown.
It's a really fun car to drive. I know it's pretty cliche, but you know, it doesn't. You don't have to worry about, you know, losing control or getting a speeding ticket or just doing stupid things in it. I mean, again, it'll go. It's very peppy. It's light, and there's like
take the exit.
Function where you press the M button on the car, you get I think an additional 30. It's not horsepower, but torque. It's escaping me right now, but you get a boost of 30, whatever that is, for like a few seconds, which is kind of fun. But everything's very, very, very stripped down, very basic. Not a lot of gadgets, not a lot of buttons, which I love. It's a very simple and basic car, but again, a lot of fun to drive. A lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people, I see a lot of articles saying, you know, just consistently ranks as a top 5, easily top 10 M car of all time. I don't think it's overrated at all. Again, I haven't had the privilege of driving the M1 or, you know, I had an M3, but I haven't driven a lot of the other M cars. But if they come, you know, if they drove like this or they're like this, then I'm sure they're, you know, they're awesome as well. But like I said, the one thing that I think really sets this car apart is the practicality. You don't really have to sacrifice a lot of things to own this car, even quite honestly as a daily driver.
Stay in the left 6 lanes.
Cars you have to have as a weekend car, or like a second car, because again, you just can't take it.
In 5.8 miles, take exit 127A onto Main Street.
This car is very, very practical. In fact, I'm running errands right now, but you can pick up stuff, pick up groceries, load a lot of things in the trunk. You got a back seat, which has a lot of good space. And again, it's a fun car to drive. You're not like driving a Camry around town. And like I said, for people who know, they know. It's a very rare car. You're not going to see it around. And I think these cars will just continue to appreciate. I'm trying to think what I got the car for. It was definitely at or a little bit over MSRP. When I got it, this car came out in 2011. I've had the car since 2018. And I paid, actually I'm pretty sure I paid above MSRP in 2011. And I've been checking the price every once in a while. And yeah, it's basically staying pretty consistent, a little higher than what I bought. I don't plan on selling the car anytime soon, but this is a car that if you buy as an investment, not that I would ever tell you guys to do that, you're not going to lose money, because again, these cars they don't exist. There's about 6,000 of them in North America. You know, they're not going to make them again. Obviously, they come out with the M2 and, you know, subsequent generations that were meant to kind of replace the 1M. But it's one of those things where I think it was kind of like for a very brief second in time, everything, the stars aligned, BMW green-lighted something just for the heck of it, for the fun of it, not necessarily expecting a profit or anything. And they came out with a great, fun little sports car. And yeah, I love this car. It's definitely one of my favorites. And you know, would highly recommend it to you guys. Not only as a second car, as a fun car, as a weekend car, but even as a daily driver. It's a really fun car to drive. So that's my 2011 BMW 1M Coupe, or Coupe for our British friends. It's a really nice looking car. Yeah, of course, the signature quad exhaust tips, the flared wheel arches. I never really thought I would like orange in terms of car color. Thought it might be too loud and obnoxious, but for this car, it definitely works. Let's do a quick look on the interior. Like I said, guys, it's spacious, it's practical. Of course, you have your passenger seat, and the back seat comfortably sits two. Maybe, definitely kids, maybe shorter adults, but you can definitely use it. It's 100% usable. That's the very magical M button I was talking about. The buttery smooth shifter. Show you guys the trunk. definitely usable. Have some stuff back here right now, but again, it's very usable. So, do I think the 1M Coupe is a great car? Absolutely. I think it's a really good investment. I did a quick search on Auto Trader, and even cars that were having excess of 100,000 miles were still listed for like 50K. On average, low mileage cars were going 89, 100K easy. For a car like mine, less than 50K in terms of miles, I think 46,000 is what I have on it. They would be being listed easily over 65,000. So again, you're not going to lose money on these cars. Again, I would never buy a car personally for an investment or a garage queen sort of deal. I drive all my cars, but if you're going to buy a car, this car is not going to lose value. If anything, it's just going to keep on going up because such limited, it's a limited run, less than 6,000 something for North America. They're not going to make this again. It's a stick shift, save the manuals. So again, great car, especially if you're going to go ahead and splurge for a weekend car or a fun car, or even as a daily driver. This is your only car in the garage. You can definitely use it for that. It's a blast to drive. It's a unicorn. Definitely one of the greatest M cars ever built. And yeah, so I really enjoy mine. Hope you guys liked the video. Give the video a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, support the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.